So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another episode of the crazy week that was with Barrister Neze. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. Oh Bioma Berem 6 yards. Where is my scissors? Cutting off season is once again upon us. We have heard about friends cutting off friends, colleagues cutting off colleagues. We have even heard about cousins cutting off their cousins. But in today's video, we're going to hear about baby mama cutting off baby dada. But not from her own life, oh nah. Cutting off baby dada from the life of his baby. Yes! Today we are kicking off with the drama that ensued between Africa's biggest musical artist Davido and his first baby mama, Sophia. Davido and Sophia have a very long history of drama. It's been one wahala after the other to one kasala after the other to one wahala pro max. Right from when Davido, who was 21 at the time when they met and impregnated Sophia, who was 27 at that time, their relationship has always been rocky smooth, fight today, make up tomorrow. Accusation today, counter accusation tomorrow. They are never, hardly ever on one page. Davido and Sophia share a child together, a daughter who they named Imade after Davido's late mom. Shortly after the beautiful angel was born, her parents fell out so badly on social media. Do you remember? Davido, through a statement, lambasted Sophia that she was just a fling who took advantage of his innocence, his naivety, and forced the pregnancy on him even when she knew that he didn't want it. He said that Sophia does not meet the educational standard and the physical qualification of what is befitting for him. He called her a drug user who would abandon his baby and go out clubbing and come back high and breastfeed the baby, thereby transmitting all kinds of yama yama and poto poto into the baby's system. Sophia, on the other hand, strongly accused Davido and his rich influential family of trying to bully her and use their influence to take away her daughter from her. And no, contrary to what Davido said, she is not an irresponsible mother. She loves and caters to her daughter. It was a very heated public fight. Anyways, after some time, the Shasha made up. They put the whole incident behind them. They were like, oh, we are adults now. All those things were childhood drama. It was small picking that was worrying us. Let us simply grow up and co-parent this child that binds us together, and that we do not have to be together to actually work together. Abido so. So it seemed they were cool. I remember when Imade turned 6, the both of them teamed up and threw her the most beautiful birthday bash. And even when Sophia held this her event, I think it was like sip and shop, something like that. Davido was in attendance to, lend her full support and all of that. And it eventually seemed like they had both buried the hatchet. But it wasn't for so long, because very soon again, these two co-parents fell out. Only about 3 weeks ago, Sophia had a major explosion on Instagram. Guys, it was a major rupture. Let me read some of it out to you. Sophia said, "Why should it be okay for a man to force a woman to handle his responsibilities as a father simply because the woman chooses to move forward and refuses to look back? The amount of women going through financial abuse and being forced into silence in Nigeria is staggering. Who speaks for these women? Who defends them? Why is it okay for women to keep going through this? It's been almost a year. Enough is enough. Financially bullying a woman into staying with you has got to be the most disgusting thing a man can ever do, especially when children are involved." Wow. So according to Sophia, it seems a certain man who she did not mention, but who we can very well guess, is financially bullying her by neglecting to carry his financial responsibilities to his own child, a child they share together. And according to her, he is doing this simply because she has chosen to move on away from him, and he is peppered, bitter about it. So Sophia is alleging that she is the only one carrying the responsibilities of her child, raising her child, and the child's father has refused to contribute because she has moved on from him. Sister, this is a very heavy and serious accusation. A lot of people were not understanding, because the impression out there is that Davido is trying to move on. Davido is trying to focus on his new life and his wife, while you are the one distracting him. That is the word on a lot of people's lips. So this version of Sophia trying to move on and Davido is trying to hold her back, does not want to let her go, and because she has insisted on moving on, he's now punishing her financially. That narrative was quite new to a lot of people. And as expected, a lot of people bashed Sophia terribly, telling her that she has got to get her bum out of the chair, get useful, start working and start making money for herself instead of depending on Davido to be her cash cow and embarrassing herself on social media every 2 Eke market days. These same people that were bashing Sophia were like, enough is enough. Enough is enough with this culture where women deliberately take in for rich and famous men solely for the purpose of being bankrolled by them and getting their lifestyle funded by these men. These people say that Sophia knew that she was not married to Davido. And she also knew that Davido had no intention of getting married to her. So why did she go and carry belle for the man and now coming on social media to disturb our eardrums? These 30 billion gang fans believe that Davido is a kind and generous person, and it must have been Sophia's greed, high-handedness and insatiability that is bringing about all of this feud, and that she is constantly utilizing the baby that they share as a tool for extorting Davido. This is their opinion. Well, on the other hand, another set of people do not believe in this at all. It is their opinion that whether it's in a marriage or in a relationship, whatever it is, 2 people are responsible for the conception of a child. And it is most unfair and most irresponsible for one, the dad, leaving the total responsibility of catering to that child emotionally and financially in the hands of one person, especially when he has the means to do so. They say that it is illegal and immoral. They pointed out that Sophia has never asked Davido to be responsible for her. Her request has always been, take care of your pikin, take care of our daughter. They were like, enough of the show of generosity and magnanimity. Enough of that show, because it amounts to futility if members of your immediate family are lacking. They argue that parenting is far more deeper and more complex than showing up once a year at annual birthday parties, buying expensive gifts, taking a picture and posting it on social media. Then the next time they will see you again is next year. That is not parenting. No. Real parenting is the hospital visits, is the doing homework, the salon visits, administering medication, inter-house sports competition, PTA meetings, school runs, dirty diaper, molding, scolding, correcting, taking a child to church, watching cartoon even when you're exhausted and you don't feel like, instilling morals and disciplines daily, home-cooked meals. Those are the real intricates of parenting. Not someone coming to Instagram to say, I bought my daughter a Benz, and everybody say, hey, good father, good father, good father. Hello. And that since Davido is totally absent from doing all of these, leaving it solely the responsibility of Sophia to carry out, he should not by any means compromise on executing the financial parts of raising that child. What do you think, guys?
Fear has happened to me. What's my biggest fear? My worst fear has happened to me. So I don't think that anything scares me in life anymore. I never wanted to raise a child alone, and I'm doing it now. I'm living it, so you don't get anything with any.
Anyways, well, Sophia did not get the desired results and response from Davido after she took that issue to social media. And now she has taken it a step further by threatening on Instagram to yank off Davido's surname from their daughters' names, taking off the name Adeleke and replacing it with her own surname, MOMODU. This move some of her fans have applauded, saying that no mom has the responsibility or obligation of making their child bear the name of an absentee dad. Saying that if a man is absent in his child's life, then his name also should be absent in the child's documents. After all, Tonto DK did it. Tonto DK's son bears her own surname, DK, and not his father's surname, Olakule Churchill. So if Tonto can do it, why can't Sophia do it? To them, it's fine, it's good, it's well deserved. But some people, on the other hand, have strongly discouraged Sophia from doing this. They're like, abort mission. Your child will be the one to lose the most. You're going to end up creating a serious confusion in that child's life. Come on, this is a grown girl. She already knows something. This child is up to 7, 8, I think. So taking off her father's name just like that, and a child that is used to going to school introducing herself as this Adeleke, now being forced and regroomed and coached to introduce herself as this MOMODU. that will only create mental and psychological brouhaha in your child's head. And aside the mental and psychological effects, you telling your child that she has no father, like, why are you giving people the opportunity to call your child a bastard in the future? They were like, no, such decision does not serve the interests of the child. Do not use your annoyance to take decisions that would impact negatively on your child. What do you think, guys, about these schools of thoughts? Do you think that when a man is seemingly not being involved in his child's life, that woman has a right to expunge, delete, remove, erase that child's father's name away from the child? Or do you think that it is not in the best interest of that child? Leave the man's name, do your thing. Karma or posterity of whatever you believe in will catch up with the guy, but do not yank off that name. What is your belief? Drop it in the comments section. Hell! Nothing where Musa no go see forget. Hey, nothing where Westlife no go see for empty streets and empty house. Oh my God. My mouth is heavy. My mouth is heavy. Watch this video, guys.
Somebody song go find me one. Trying out to run my life, cause I need to be perfect. If I could just be a little better, maybe you could be my salvation out of here. I can get it off, we are never done. I'm Julian, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear the champagne burst and pop. Cause as long as you are here with me, I'll be living, loving, wild and free. I can get it off, fill me to the top. Let me hear the champagne burst and pop. I just give 200% every day cause I own it. I'm fine.
Oh God. Watching this video again is getting me angry. I am getting angry. The anger is building. It's growing. Neze, calm down. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Neze, won't you calm down? Eh? What is it? Look at the bride that you are getting angry for. She is busy smiling. Smiling happily. So what is your problem? Why are you drinking Panadol on top of somebody else's headache? Why is your body paining you? Why are you crying more than the bereaved? See the bride now. She doesn't even say anything wrong with what's happening. So in the crazy week that was, we saw this video of a young couple on their big day, their wedding day. No, I didn't say birthday. I didn't say graduation day. I didn't say engagement. I said their wedding day gone. It was their wedding day proper. Like bridal gown here, suit and tie there, flowers and decoration there, bouquet. Everything was set. And they were observing one of the most important, one of the most significant aspects of a wedding, walking down the aisle. So they were walking down the aisle, flanked by, friends, relations, well-wishers, wedding invitees, everybody flanked on their left and right side. And the normal expectation is for you to, be waving, greeting, thanking your guests that left their houses, their businesses, their important engagements to come and honor you on your wedding day. But not this uncle here. Not this uncle at all. While his bride was walking down the aisle, greeting the whole guests, uncle had his eyes fixated on his mobile phone. Hey! Please, I don't even know how to process this. Is this a movie or a skit? Is this a joke? Because my head is popping. Is this somebody's husband walking down the aisle with his bride in his arm on his wedding day? Hey! Women can be so blind. A lot of people strongly condemned this guy's behavior. They were like, nothing for the life of me would ever excuse or see any reason in the world why this man should be toying with his mobile phone while walking the aisle. I don't care what business meeting it is. I don't care what business message you had to attend to. I don't care what guest he's trying to direct to the venue. Whatever it was, he could have waited. That's 1 minute that it will take him to walk down the aisle. Then maybe when he gets to the car, or even if he's seated on stage, if he has to press his phone, then he can press. But not at that moment when he was walking his bride down the aisle. When he was walking out of the church. To them, that is simply nonchalance, irresponsibility, and total lack of interest. What was even more baffling to them was the way the bride was just smiling. If she let the man be sleeping, it's not her business. I have married. Mom, me say, la. I am a married woman. She was just walking. She couldn't even call her husband to order, like, baby, drop the phone. Consign arm. Her own be say she don't marry. And people were like, what kind of relationship existed between these two? Are you sure this is not ultimatum marriage? Are you sure this is not, baby, if you don't marry me, I will die? Are you sure this is not, please, make a humble woman of me? Make a decent woman of me? Are you sure this is not a marriage that came from tears and force? Are you sure that this man was actually interested in getting married to this woman? Because according to these people, there was no excitement, there was no interest, there was no joy. The man was just acting like, you know, when they are leading cattle to the slaughterhouse. He wasn't in the moment. Even when they got outside of the church, you could see the way he was chastising her with his eyes, like, you know, the anger. People are like, hey, does this woman know what she's getting herself into? Getting married is not the issue. Are you ready for the journey that lays ahead? They are like, sister, you sure say no be one chance you don't enter put. But as usual, no matter the situation, you guys know that there would always be people on both sides. Some people supported what he was doing, like, hey, is he supposed to miss an important business contract? When it's time to misbehave on wedding day in our contract, everybody started saying, hey, what if he had an important time-bound contract that he needed to execute? He needed to answer his business partners. Will he now lose out on the $1 billion contract because he's walking down the aisle? So guys, I'm not saying anything, no. You know, I saw something. I said, let me come and show you what I saw, whether you saw it too. Does it look normal to you? Was there anything off or wrong in how that guy conducted himself? Or do you see there's absolutely nothing? Do you think that he was wrong? No excuse, no reason whatsoever. Walking down the aisle, fondling with his phone so nonchalantly, while the bride was the only one greeting guests and saying hello. Do you think that's some serious red flag? Portraying how importantly he holds his wife and the marriage. Or do you perhaps think that we are overthinking things and there is absolutely nothing wrong with what happened? Do drop your thoughts and your comments, contribution and feedback down in the comment section. So guys, we have come to the end of today's interesting episode of the crazy week that was with Barrister Neze. If you're here to subscribe here, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Drop your comments down below. Turn on your bell notifications and stay glued because we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.